Three down.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Good hit, baby. Good hit, baby. Safe. 45's the mic.
Gun. Over.
Game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Where you at?
Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this. Good job, baby. Good job. Good stop, D.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Odd.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
And the others, he said, had a chance to get off the field.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Geno, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Gun! From the 50, it's Jarvis. The route incomplete. That's Kane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did
now,
there.
lucky 56.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them. That's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Watch him now, Barney.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Over.
Under 10.
Off the play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Over.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Leopard.
Throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Watch you now, Barney.
Check three.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Mario Edwards.
Let's go.
In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He's going to field this at the 4. And now running right through him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
Now, Barney.
And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tight right.
Detroit.
3 down.
Watch you now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Hey, man.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Watch 88.
Watch you now, Barney.
Tight dog.
To start the drive. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabal Shears in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Check. 53's Mike.
Over.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Danico Autry in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch you now, Barney.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watch him now, Barney. 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room.
Tighten up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
3 down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was
All right,
important
now,
to set
lucky
the tone and
56.
show that they
Lucky
can run the
56.
football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Bang.
Watch him now, Barney.
Buzz. Be ready.
They'll stick with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Strong right. We got 4.
Watch him now, Barney.
Kill.
Gun.
I got you, punk.
Over.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
You're trash.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Again from the 20
check,
after the
Patriot.
incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Just keeping the play alive. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
forward.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
All right, now, look at 56.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided to pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hit it.
First down, he'll drop to throw.
36.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And when Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Colts coming out now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that end. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tight right. 4 down.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the ball. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Double tight.
Gun.
Hey, we got 4.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
Lucky.
Detroit.
50's the mic.
Over.
That's out of here now with Darnold.
Check it back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sack, baby. Good job. Double tight.
Over.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Detroit.
Killed.
Over.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if he's going to keep throwing up 50 balls when you have that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gun. Watch you now, Barney.
Shift. Watch the shift.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. To the middle, Amari Cooper. jumper. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Money throw right there to move the
Watch
sticks.
it now, Barney. Barney.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Check 50.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Come off the ball hard.
And he whips that one incomplete there. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Over.
Four down.
Over.
Kill.
Over.
Flare. Second and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch twist.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Mario Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The fourth down run successful.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check Mike 45.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, Darnold. Got some real estate inside the 30. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Three down.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They got a first and 10 at the end. Darnold down to throw. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the run. Pick the edge. Coming.
Gun.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that saves. Over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shane Ray in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
They can't stop the franchise.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Hey.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
He's mine.
Leopard.
53 is the mic.
In your face.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Four down.
Over.
Jam.
play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Detroit!
On third down, 0 for 3 to this point.
Now lucky
They could use a
56.
conversion.
Lucky
This
56.
is third and 11.
Even. 4 down. Even.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Get that ball. Mike 55.
Guys, it's game situation.
Watch you now, Barney.
To throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Darnold up first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Second and
Lucky
long, and the
56.
pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Over.
Now they'll run the ball. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Here we go now.
Breakers,
Blue
or
90.
counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. And they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A very solid gain of 27.
Leopard,
now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gone! Over!
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Danico Autry in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hot. Sack, baby.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's heat it up.
Watch the run.
Detroit!
Hey, get
Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Let one fly deep for Cooper. And they went for a big play through the on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
No, check, Patriot!
Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
Detroit!
Watch the ship. Hey.
Gun!
Move.
Over!
Check 92.
He'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right?
No, check, Patriot!
Stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go down the field and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Gun!
Check 50.
Over!
First and 10, Darnold. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
4 down.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Single.
No, check, Patriot!
Nice, sweetheart.
Over!
Watch the safety creep.
Out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We got four.
Dash!
Gun!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got Will Tye complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's go!
Will Tye, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes inside and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
They can't stop us.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun!
You go tight. You got tight.
Watch it now, Barney!
No. Off.
He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a
Here we go now.
conversion here on
Green
3rd down.
39! Green 39!
52's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Watch it now, Barney!
Check. Fresno.
Over! Hit!
52.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size. His quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. I got him. On me.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Over!
And they'll go on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Run.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Gun!
4 down. Check, 4 down.
Over!
Now they try the right side here. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Oh, yeah! Check.
Leopard!
Mike's 56.
Over!
Off looking right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now look at Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Taken from just outside the 30. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's start on the ground. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Move. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Over.
49, check 49.
Switch.
They'll block the throw. Dancing to his left. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
Over.
Motion. Reset.
So they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Strong right.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
3 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Watch this.
Back to him on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Whip.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
319!
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Watch him now, Barney.
Shit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Check 31.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Mike, 45.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Who do you want?
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Watch it now, Barney,
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't let it
See how they attack it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch out for 86.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw to Mixon on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. They don't get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Tight dog. Motion.
Down on the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Over.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey. 4 down. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Detroit!
Check 26. Deuce.
Watch you now, Barney! Watch you now, Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Check 50.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
You ain't going nowhere.
Over!
Out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Hey, switch gears. Kill.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Odd. 3 down. Odd. Motion.
They'll look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Detroit!
Big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Watch it
And
now,
at this
Barney,
stage down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their
All right, now,
playmaker.
look at 56.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play you're looking at. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore, and the Ravens have opened things up there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, boys.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Watch
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Detroit!
36.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit!
Let's get that ball.
Gun!
53 is the mic.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Quarterback D-line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Take 4.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the draw. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yo trip is here, baby.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Even. 4 down.
Gun!
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Woo! All day,
Picked
baby.
off at the
Let's go.
45.
Let's go.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Man left. Four down.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
Boom! All day. Woo!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey.
Over.
Check. Lucky.
And the pitcher is to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that,
Detroit!
got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way.
Watch it now, Barney.
Kill.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun!
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
He'll look to throw.
Watch the slant. Motion.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup.
All right, now,
They'll have a second and 1.
Lucky 56.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play
Watch
here,
it now, Barney.
we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this. Let's go.
There's time to shine. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition at this rate.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker,
Watch it now, Barney.
Sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And I know you with every carry, especially in